Hey guys, it's Kavetta. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another Cairo vlog. Come check out how we spent our couple of days in this amazing city. Good morning, you guys, from Cairo, Egypt. Another day. Today we're going to the Museum of Egyptian Civilization and checking it out. We came here again with Rasha, our guide, and of course she knows, the ins and outs. It is crazy packed. It's the weekend, so yeah, I will take you around with us. So there's a whole event here. We've just been coming on. I mean, one is the weekend, and two, there's always something going on at the museum, like the pyramids where we went yesterday. So it is super crowded and everything, and if we didn't have Rasha with us, we wouldn't get in, because like a gazillion people, and she just knows people, and she just squeeze us through and get us in. We'd be waiting for like an hour at least in line, like 2 different lines, an hour each. But yeah, this view from here is beautiful, and we're gonna go inside and check out the museum. The National Museum of Egyptian Civilization in Cairo is the first museum in the Arab world focusing on the first civilization in history. The museum exhibits several objects intended to educate the visitor about the Egyptian civilization across various key historical phases, starting with the pre-dynastic and ancient Egyptian periods and continuing across the Greco-Roman, Coptic, Islamic, and contemporary modern times. The museum partially opened in February 2017 and displays a collection of 50,000 artifacts presenting Egyptian civilization from prehistoric time to the present day. The museum's exceptional collection includes the royal mummies, which are exhibited in a new interactive display using 21st century cutting-edge technology to go beneath the wrapping and reveal their secrets, in addition to shedding light on the rituals and religious beliefs surrounding mummification in ancient Egypt. So we were just down in the tombs. You can't video or take photos. If you want to see down there, you have to come. But there's so many mummies down there, and the kids started getting a little freaked out. It is crazy how preserved they are. Like you could tell the one that was like black, because the hair with the braids and stuff, just reading them and all of that. But it is crazy how they're preserved. So much history, and Rasha was just giving us all the tours with all the info and all that. Yeah, it is surreal. So now we just walked through and got some more info. But yeah. Look at that. So it was 200 Egyptian pounds for me and 100 each for the kids. So 400, so that's like 20 bucks to come in for all of us. So that was pretty decent. And it's a pretty big museum. You could spend a couple hours here going through everything. We did spend maybe 2 hours. You could do more, but yeah, tons of information, inexpensive, definitely something you should do. Once we were done with the museum, Rasha once again
hailed an Uber and we hopped in. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna take you guys to a church." Little did I know which church she was taking us to. It was amazing. To get to the church, we had to drive through Garbage City. Garbage City is not a tourist destination or somewhere where tourists will end up or see, but this is an off the beaten path section of Cairo that you must visit. It was so surreal seeing how these people live, how they take the garbage that everyone else in Cairo uses or throws away, and they literally goes through everything, and more than 90% of the garbage that we throw away they recycle and reuse. In 2003, the government hired private companies for the garbage disposal, which today the Zabaleen have to compete against, because this was of course their territory. We got out of the Uber, walked a little bit, and what did we come up on? This amazing place. A church, a community center. They had a whole mini theme park. It was something else to see. The kids were hungry, so we did sit and we ate a meal with the people, the Zabaleens from Garbage City. We did just grab some snacks, chips, and drinks, but it was just so different sitting and just eating, seeing the kids run around, and everybody was just so content and so happy. It was like anywhere else. It was amazing. Before getting in the church, Russia covered my eyes, told me not to open them, and she led the way. Once we got to the entrance, she uncovered me and said, "Open your eyes." It was such an amazing sight. This place is impressive. The Cave Church, or the Monastery of Saint Simon. It is located, like I said, in southeastern Cairo. You drive through Garbage City. Most of the city, they don't even know it exists. They do not visit it because of where it is. And the Zabaleens, the garbage collectors, they are the ones that mostly frequent this place. The church is built in the caves. How did they do that? Like, I stood there trying to figure it out. Everything was carved out of the stones, out of the mountain, and it was just completely unbelievably amazing. This is a must stop. I did see a couple other tourists there. It was not, like a regular tourist section where everybody visits, but it is a must stop. If you're going to Cairo, do not miss the Cave Church. There is also a smaller, less visited cave church right beside it. We did go in and looked around, and it was just as impressive, with everything just carved in the stones right there. Crazy. That night, Russia invited us to her house for dinner. Little did I know we would be going outside of Cairo at least a good hour or so, but we took the metro. It was crazy packed. At first, we started to complain. We're like, okay, seriously? Why did we say yes? We should have just stayed home. Well, not home, but stayed at the hotel. We got to go this far, blah, blah, blah. But then I reminded the kids that, we're on this adventure. Let us go and see what it is. And we did. We got to Russia, and she lives in a humble home with her entire family. They lived on the same building, so it's almost like a Jamaican culture where you build with your mom or your dad in the same yard or the same settlement, and everybody just keeps building or living on top of each other. So it was pretty much like that. She met us at the train station and took us in a tuk-tuk, which was so cool riding around. And at first we had dinner down in her sister's apartment because she's on the top floor, so I guess she didn't know if we wanted to climb all those stairs to like the 6th floor or something. It was crazy, but it was amazing. She prepared for us traditional Egyptian food, and we ate it, you know, traditionally. The kids were looking like, oh, where are the plates? There are no plates, there are no utensils. You put the food right on the table, use your hands, and you dig in. It was such an amazing experience. I am so glad that we met Rasha and experienced this, because normally, you know, we would have just done the touristy things and wouldn't have done anything remotely this local. Once we were done, she invited us up to her apartment or her home. We went up, and the kids, even though they don't even speak the same language, she has a daughter and then she has nieces and nephews, and they all came together and started playing, what was it, snake and ladder. It was so cool. They were laughing. I don't know what they were laughing about, because they could not understand each other at all. But they were having fun. They were playing together. Then we were just drinking tea. Rasha and I were just talking. I learned about her life, you know, raising her child as a divorced mom in Egypt, in her culture, in her religion, and, you know, just got to know her on a personal level as a person. It was definitely, like I said, just an experience that I will never ever forget. That is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our adventures, and hit subscribe. We will see you in the next city in Egypt that we visit, Aswan. Talk to you later. Bye.